Me Too 365 by Arnold Kunst, November 8th. The most desired gift of love is not diamonds or roses or chocolate. It is focused attention. Anonymous. How to handle a woman, one right way. Suppose they're talking about you at work behind your back and you're really angry. And that night, when you sit down to dinner at 6 p.m., you ask your wife how her day went. And your wife says, "They're talking about me at work behind my back and I'm really angry." And your very first thought is, "Hey, that's exactly what I wanted to unload onto you about." And instead, you exercise some emotional self-discipline and say simply, "Tell me about it." And she does in a very big way. Like for the next 2 hours, she does 90% of the talking. You're the poster child for empathy. All you do is ask clarifying questions or make summarizing statements. Somewhere along the line, you learned, maybe by watching her, the one mouth, two ears thing, and they need to be used in those proportions. In short, you don't judge, you don't fix anything. At this particular point, she's not looking for a string of answers, but a shoulder to lean on. The last thing she needs is for you to say, "What did you do that for?" Or, "This is what you need to say to him tomorrow. Never mind, that was really stupid." It'd be far more respectful for you to say humbly, "So you said this, and she said that, and you said this other. Do I have that right?" And then go back to listening big time. Or, "What do you think would happen if you had said blank to her instead?" Or, "That was the very best thing you could have said or done." Or, "I'm really proud that you," fill in the blank. Assuming you handled these 2 hours right, assuming you've learned how to listen, it's possible you will have provided her with a chance to diffuse a ton of obfuscating emotional pyrotechnics so she can see her way through to a workable solution or two, and a service no man has ever given her in her life, not her father or her brother, her teachers, priest, or any of her other boyfriends. It's quite possible that this 2-hour experience is the great watershed moment in her life, in this relationship. You listen effectively to her from 6 to 8 on the night you want to unload onto her, and you could end up with a friend for life. When all the dust is settled, that friend for life thing could be far more important than your eventually answering her question.